digitalization has become more need of an hour. I don't think it's anymore an option for people, to be honest. It's now about getting that customer experience that people are looking at and enhancing that. So from a customer experience point of view, I don't think it's much of an option. We all have to ride on that bus or that train and get on there.
The last study told us that 1 billion reals has been spent from the citizens through the delivery apps. Having this number will be a benchmark, but it's not a good benchmark, considering the pandemic or considering the curfew. But it gives you the indication that digitizing the supply chain is a must, and it has to be there. But I do believe that having a unified hub, if the related authorities, say Saudi Customs, Saudi Export Authority, trying to have unified hub with the logistics company, the ERP enterprises such as Oracle, ASCP, or whatsoever.
And we talk about these emerging technologies with passion, right? Because AI, blockchain, all of that is so important, because you're not just relying on your own data. You want data to be collected from other sources to analyze the data, be it your customer behavior, be it anything that's going to be impacted.
The regulatory and constitutional legal aspects of decentralized finance, blockchain economics, and the broader digital asset management sector are absolutely critical, not only to its survival and adoption, but also to the recognition by way of a risk mitigated and risk-free business opportunity.
What we have seen in last 1 year has given us a realization, but not because of the hindering of the alternate sourcing of partners for each buyer, and has to be created. So a solution to strategize this along with a bank to create an SCF solution along with any SCM integrated solution or change in strategy.
You can only say that the push for those technologies is only going to be accelerated. I think that's the phrase. And Baljeet brought a good point that perhaps as is often the case, leadership's own appetite, desires informs what our digital supply chains can look. But you can already see that there's a stronger need for cooperation and coordination right through the supply systems, right through the supply chain itself.
Some of those SMEs today went into areas that serve the city. So they actually serve the supply chain that we needed. So for example, a lot of what we buy as I would call small supplies or relatively small value supplies are being supplied by those SMEs. So they do get us, they store, they get us all these things. It's quicker, it's faster.
We're looking for collaboration from different stakeholders. So it's going to be the banks and also the IT providers, the fintech companies to come into the space and create these solutions to help accelerate the growth and fulfilling the requirements. Because with the COVID, it made digitalization a necessity, and a lot of companies now working in that direction. So it's definitely an area with a great potential.
I believe ultimately running optimized cost supply chain while maximizing revenue, focusing on areas such as accounts payables, cost of logistics, capex investment, working capital, all these elements would really benefit by having this mutual collaboration between supply chain and finance.
When we talk about value added, in procurement, I think the most interesting thing I have seen is strategic sourcing. So strategic sourcing is directly related to the finished good, the product that the company sells. And based on it, the strategic sourcing focus on what the search of value-added raw materials and savings they will do for a specific business.
If having the right level of inventory will benefit us by reducing the order cost, which is related the admin cost of the supply chain team and finance team handling the inventory and supply chain activities, from handling the stock, handling the invoicing, the purchase order, all over the B2B cycle. Also, managing a good inventory and optimizing inventory will reduce the holding cost related to space cost.
And mitigation, it's not something, you can just prescribe it as a general medicine to everybody. But basically, each organization has to look into their supply chain, understand the dynamics of that, understand the priority and the risks and the frequency of those risks, the likelihood of those risks, and the impacts of those risks, and build up a risk mitigation strategy which will come out from this management, of risk for the supply chain risk management processes.